Hello, Tara here. I mentioned in my last video that when the Mercy Tiara kit, the new one, Harvest, came, that I was going, I keep calling it Harvest, it's Gather. Gather came, I would do, I'd show how I go about preparing it to work with. So what I've done is I've pulled the photos I want to use, and I've opened everything so that it's all laid out and I can see what I'm doing. And so I get all of the kits. I get the main kit, I get the pattern paper add-on, and I get the embellishment and the cardstock. So what I like to do to start out with is, like I say, just open everything up and then I can grab at it. And then, so set the embellishments aside for just a second. I spread out my papers so I can see everything. I might just set this aside for a second. So, I mean, you don't have to see the whole sheet, but it's just nice to get an idea of what you have to grab from. And because there's such a great variety of papers and lines, you're going to have layouts that look like they didn't come from the same kit. So I think that's kind of nice. They all look nice together, but they don't look too matchy-matchy. Let's see, how are we fitting in here? Okay. So what I do when I separate my papers, I turn one front, one back, because I've got doubles. And then I arrange them by manufacturer, because you know for sure they're going to go together. And then I kind of put the ones next to each other that I think look the nicest. So let's see here. Are we showing pretty much everything? Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so I've picked out some photos that I want to do. And some have a few like I have a couple of them with sketches, but some of them don't. And I may pull a sketch from somewhere when I'm making the layout, but not necessarily. Okay, so to start with, I have this photo. This is from last year, the year before. Last year, I think. And then there's 4 I've cut down to basically 2 by 2 of their faces. And I thought it would be kind of neat to do a film strip. So for sure, we want either this or this for part of it. I'm thinking maybe that for the, to use as a mat, of like a layout mat. And then because they're wearing jeans, we've got, that would be nice for matting purposes as well. And I think, so we're going to have that. If I got that, I'm going to have that nice green yet. I don't know about the blue against this, unless we go this, because that bottle has a little bit of blue in it. That looks nice. For like a big photo mat. Then we've got some green, and then what else? Could pull in some of these pumpkins, in which case I could use that as the mat and the background mat, because you're gonna gut it, and then I can use some of that on the front. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, And maybe I'll pull the orange cardstock instead then. Instead of the blue. Just for an extra piece of something. Yeah, okay, so we'll set that one aside. Those are the papers I'll use for that one. And then we'll come back and do embellishments all at the same time. Okay, so then next, this is a little picture of Alfie grabbing a red leaf. I thought that was super cute. So I wanted to either use that leaf paper or that one. I think because this is more red, we'll go with the Echo Park. And obviously that's very busy looking at it like that. That will be the background. What if we did, what if we did like a double mat? So you get the plaid, and then you can pull those up to mat the photo with. So we've got that. And then because I don't have a sketch, I'm not sure exactly what's on the back of these. We've got, oh, that nice orange dot, and then that again. Kind of runs more into the gray. What if, and then I also picked up the Small But Mighty kit, which I will probably not use for a small, for like, what do you call it? Day in the life or week in the life, or the heck's it called? Project Life. Lord almighty. Leaves are falling and autumn is calling. I think there was something like that on the sticker sheet too, so I'm going to take that. Everything's kind of, we need something with a bit of black in it. Anyway, I really like using these smaller papers for matting or for just smaller elements, because if you want a big tag, or you want to say you've got this and you want to have a piece above and below, you can very easily stretch that out and make it look like a larger piece. So I think that's good for papers for wee Alfie for now. Or do I want that gray? I think that's what I pulled this out for, was gray. That's not the gray I was thinking though. That's pretty too. But do I have a big one of that? No. Let's just pull it out for now. And the thing is, you do these in a certain order. So if I do this one kind of towards the beginning, you're going to have all these scraps to use in later layouts. So that's handy. Okay, so I think that's a good mix for that one. So basically I like 3 to 4 pieces of paper, or 3 plus a few smaller ones. And then you have options. And I mean, you don't have to stick with what you've got. You can always pull from from what you've got left, because the pictures I have here, there's no way I'm going to use up all this paper right away, right? So this is Scrap a Sketch, their birthday week. Lisa posted 7 sketches, one each day. So I've been trying to work at those a bit. Got these little pictures of Lauren, and I thought there's some of these beautiful gray blues. That one's too blue. I don't know about the pink or the pink fresh. I like this. Well, I really like that. And then what about some of the pink? Bring in some of that pink, or. And if Tracy's watching this, I have one complaint. I was hoping to see more Acorn Lane. I didn't buy it specifically because I thought, oh, I'm sure she's going to have a ton of it. And she didn't. That's okay. there's a nice, I really like the addition of the pink fresh. I think that's an interesting addition. Okay, so there's 3. What's in the back? So, be able to use some of that blue for sure. They're all kind of the same scale though. That's the problem with they're all a smaller scale. Even though I like the color story there. Let's grab this big one instead of that one. So it's got the larger mushrooms and florals. Those colors still look nice. It's still a nice match. And then what if I do bring in, see that's close, but not as close as I'd like. Okay, let's leave that one out for a second. And what else could we bring in? So we've got the blues, we've got the pink. Should we bring in this guy? Or this one. No, that's a little too mod. I want it to be pretty. I want it to be pretty. Okay, so this one here, I don't care for with these 2 papers. I love this, but I'm going to save that for something else, maybe. So what else? I wish there was a cardstock this color. This pretty olive green. I might actually I just got an order in from a local scrapbook store in Ontario, and I know I got lots of, they had a cardstock sale, and I know there's lots of cardstock in there, so I might end up pulling something, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing that color. This might be okay though. So then if we've got that, what else? Should we look at the Simple Stories? I did order a fair bit of the Vibes cardstock from, ooh, let's, yeah, this deep burgundy. Let's pull that in. And then I love, one of the reasons I love getting the 6x8 paper pads is a lot of times you've got the foiling that you don't get on the larger, the 12x12. Sometimes in the 12x12 paper pads you do. And that's, I mean, it's not as nice a paper and it's not double-sided, but it gives you oh, actually I want to save that because there's another one that I'm thinking I might like that with. Okay, so here we are. That to start with, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's 3 layouts so far. Now I have this one. I just did this is our oldest niece and her husband and son, oldest son, and I just finished a layout from last year's local 5K that they ran in. So this is from this year, and this pinky color is why I thought it would look nice with this this kit. Did they make their own shirts? Surely not. Although I wouldn't put it past them. They, yeah, I could see them making shirts, but I don't think they did. Now, do we want to go? far as cardstock, see, and Andy's got these gray shorts and they gray, so we could pull, oh, that is this one. So I could pull a bit of that and a bit of that, or we could go with the Cartabella, the Fall Fun. But I like this because it has, you can make use of both sides. I think this somehow I'll incorporate onto the front, and then maybe that as a mat, and then some of these, or that a mat. What was this one? I like that. I like this navy. All right, let's do these three. What's on the back? And if I'm getting that dark blue, oh, it's got cards on the back. Still have another sheet of that, so I'm okay using this one for this. So let's pull, what colors do we have here? That pink does not work. That green doesn't really work. The orange, no. Okay, so none of these. I don't think so. No. Oh. Is that the only sketch I had? Did I just have the one sketch? I thought I had more than that. Oh well. Okay, so here we are. Not the green. I'm going to do these three. Do we want that to mat with though? Let's put that in. And, ooh, this is pretty with it. It's got all of the colors. It's not a big pattern, and it's got a bit of the gold foiling. That's pretty. Okay, we'll go with those ones for that. Okay, and then we have, that's 4, this is 5, 6. Oh, let's do Raylin first. Okay, so for this one, for sure, I wanted to use, I've already pulled the ones I wanted to use for her. That would just be the way I'd roll. Oh, now it's this one. I love the colors with that. And then, let's see, what does this blue look like? She's got, so it's a bunny rabbit, but she's got, there's pink, blue, and like 2 shades of pink and blue there. That's pretty. Okay, what other colors? So the one that I really wanted to pull was that pretty gold one that had the deer on it. This one I thought would be really nice with it. And what else? What about another pink? This pink work? No. Nope. I do not like that one in particular with these mushrooms. They're more of a peach than a true pink. So what do we have in here? Or do we want to pull in another? Because I do want to, now that I'm thinking about it, I do want to use that beautiful cut file that came this month. That's too cream. So remind me that I'm going to do that on the next one. Okay, so where were we at? We've got 1 cardstock, 1 pattern paper. I probably won't use that side because I think it fights a little bit with the cardstock. Nothing there that really grabs me for this particular layout. Say that's pretty nice, eh? Well, maybe this is the gray that I was looking for before. No, that's not gray. Okay, so we've got those. And I've had this bit covered up. I haven't even really looked at this stuff over here. Do we want to use a bit of this one? There's probably, so I won't cut, depending on which one I do first, that other layout that used the hearts, I probably won't use all of them on that one. So I may not even have to cut into the second sheet of that. I'm going to throw that one in too because that matches her plush outfit a little bit. Okay, so this last one, I for sure want to use that cut file. So will we do it with the green? It seems kind of obvious, eh? Do we want to be obvious? Huh. Or do we want to do it with, I wish I had a whole sheet of that. That'd be nice. Do it with something like this. I haven't used this one at all. Those two are nice together. Obviously, it's the same line. Go those three, and then the blue looks kind of out of place. So we'll go back to the pumpkin spice here. See, so this would be nice. Do I have any more of this? Acorn Lane. No. Or actually, if we use something like that, then I'm not fighting with the blue, because the blue's not exact, and something like that might bug me when it's a lot of blue. See, this is fine, I think. Can maybe fussy cut that out and use that, but that's getting to be a lot, hey, for a one-pager. If I'm already getting the wreath done, and I still haven't picked out something for the wreath. Oh, wouldn't it be nice with this? Okay, so we'll use this maybe for background, and I need yikes, this, and then do the die cut out of that. Okay, so we're looking at these three for now. Okay. And then I think I would still bring in that green for double matte. And I'll include this in case I want to cut that out. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure where I left off here. My mother-in-law just came on in to... Anyway, so let's pull. We'll need quite a bit for matting for the photos, because I do like to, well, I've gutted some out of my backgrounds, but let's just pull a few. Okay, so let's stick these away. And so what we're left with is, I didn't use this sheet at all. What is this? So we've got those two. Those definitely go together. We've got a sheet of orange and a sheet of blue. Got, but there will be, oh, and I didn't even use this anywhere. Okay, this has to get used somewhere. But I'm gonna, it won't be like a full sheet on one particular layout. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave it out and maybe just use little pieces of it here and there. And then I've got one of each of the Pink Fresh left. So we'll see what we have left for scraps once we're done the layouts. I'm just gonna put them all like so that I can pull from them if I want to. There. Oh, and I'm gonna, so what I'm gonna do for embellishing is I'm gonna pull these out and maybe that, and I'll have these sitting out while I'm working so that I can cut from them as I go. So these aside, and then we'll start with our layouts. So, or with our embellishments. So we've got this one. Is that in? Kind of. Maybe kind of full because there's, was there 6, did we say? There's this one, and if you have a little pop of all the papers, or maybe we'll just do 3 at a time. Uh-oh. Okay, so we've got those. Let me pull back up with our embellishments. So, obviously the sticker book. Unless I know the title ahead of time, I'll just have that out. Same with this, just have that available. But I would like to pull some die cuts and such. Oh, and I got an extra pack of these because I really liked the colors. Okay, let's set this aside. Okay, so let's go through our die cuts from the Echo Park and see if there's anything that will work nice with what we've got going on. So, let's just tuck that there. Pumpkin patch. So this, they're apple picking, but they also get pumpkins when they're there. So my favorite color is Hello Autumn. That doesn't serve anything. Crisp Bear. Autumn Memories might work here, although that back is a little too cream. These are little tiny. Home for the Harvest, but we will want to do a few shakers, won't we? So we've got these colors. So I probably use the cardstock cut to make maybe some smaller shakers, and maybe, no, I don't like that color with that. That's About You, that'd be cute with that. Leaf, Colors of Autumn for the Harvest. Happy, Blessings, Thankful. Blast, Grateful. That one probably. So I'm throwing these all on, but that doesn't mean they're going to get used necessarily. the smaller ones up here though. Yeah, that's just too cream for those. Okay, so we'll set these aside. Taking out what I think I'll use for these ones. Then, let's see. I could use this for a title background on something. Maybe use it there. There's 3 of these. Kind of suits. I'd like this one to be a little softer, so maybe we'll throw one of those there. Okay, that's good for that. Then any of these work. So far we've got lots going on over here, so I'm not even worried about that one. It's this one and this one that I'm looking at, really. Okay. So, and then what I also do is I just keep my, when I've used up adhesive or used up something, I keep the so I don't have to use wax paper, I just use these. So this one says Moments and Memories. The colors are really, any of these I think are going to go nicely with this because we are using Pink Fresh for sure. Moments that Last, Golden Skies, Crisp Nights, Falling Leaves. How about Live in the Moment? Oh crap. Oh well, that can be reattached. We'll use this one here. So I'm just going to do that because we're going to maybe mess with its placement. So that one there. Here, you kind of have to go soft. What about? Yep. And I don't think I want to use any over here. Okay. Then we've got now these have the gold on them, so they'll look nice with over here. I wanted to use off of here the bunny because she's dressed as a bunny. So put him there. I'm going to use Family on, let's see, over here. The houses, I don't know. I love Fall most of all. Live in the Moment, I've already got that there. Although I kind of like this one, well, yeah, I kind of like the darker blue. Over here. That Fall Feeling, Autumn Sweater, Changes, Hello. What about Hello over here with the little cutie pie? And I think what I'll do is I'll leave all the smaller bits on because those we can add in. Well, no, let's pull some because otherwise sometimes you end up using them too fast and then you don't have any left for, let's pull 1 and 2. We'll just pull 2 here. And maybe 1 of this green because that matches nice. Okay, so we've got that. And then from the little puffy stickers, let's do the little deer because those will be cute. Got a bunny, so you may as well have some little deer. And then let's pull these little guys. 1, 2, Is there another color? There's two the same colors down there. What the heck? You're supposed to have three different colors. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Maybe not. False alarm. Okay. Just a little loved. There. That's good for that. I don't know what I want to use for the title, so we'll just leave that. Now, what I do for the bits, so they don't go flying around, we'll just tuck them a little 5.5 by 5.5 little envelope here, and the dog's looking at me through the door like, why can't I come in? Because then you bark and scare the bejesus out of everybody, that's why. And then these are page envelopes that I get from Amazon, and I think it's spelled C-A-Y-D-O. And they're a little bit thinner than the Cropper Hopper ones. And they don't have tabs or anything, which I like. I don't want extra stuff. I just want to be able to stand up my page kits. I have like a plate thing that I use for what I've got kind of planned. So, all right, I think I was good with this one because we are going to use, got a lot going on. Although, do we want to, and we still have the sticker sheet to pull from, so I think this is good for this one. Let's just, and I'm going to leave the sequins out because I'm going to, oh, you know what else I forgot? I had, okay, I'm just going to leave these for now. I'll probably use some of those hearts on the other layout though. Let's just tuck these in. And because this is really, I have two with pumpkins, so I think I will do a few of these little pumpkins just on this, I'll do 3 different ones. And then anything else? I don't have a family there, so we can use this little family. Blessed, thankful. 2, 3, yeah, that's a good mix. And I'm just going to tuck these right in. Okay, so now, just to find time to get everything done, I've only gotten up to day 14 of Christy's Beautiful Life, so there's like more than half of those yet to do. And I want to do 6 more of the Scrap a Sketch birthday ones, and I want to do, well, I have everything laying here to do the recipe challenge for this month for Mercy Tiara, so that has to get done pronto. Oh, I lied. I've got 15 of Christine's Beautiful Life done, so it's not as bad as I make it out. All right, so what do we got going on here? Okay, let's see. Let's do, we could do, how about Fall Family Tradition for the title, because it seems like they're all runners now, and Braden just started high school, and he's really working hard with the running. So let's just pull out our letters then. Oh shoot, I forgot. We've got also these. So, yeah, some of these, I'm going to get another sheet here. Okay, so let's do the yeah, would be nice. Bring in some of this pinky red. Extraordinary, and even if I didn't like that, I could cover that up. That's the colors look nice with. I'm just going to pull a few. Those are the same size though. I kind of like to mix the sizing. Maybe instead of this one, we go with the gray, and that ends up keeping it a little softer. Okay, so these are 3, and like I say, you can add to that. Jeez. Okay, now I wanted to pull, I think I want the bigger font, so we want tradition. And I might pull, you know what I haven't done is that last, there was a sketch from, that I didn't do for monthly challenge a couple months ago. Where'd I put it? Oh well. And it was a 1 photo sketch. Maybe I'll use that one. I know that Shannon Allure, she does her page kits where she just throws stuff in without knowing what photo she's going to use. I don't know how she does that. Every time I watch her do it, I'm like, how is she making this work? God love her. Like, I can't, I need to be organized and think and rethink everything. Okay. I might do a couple of these houses because it is in their hometown. Those two. My hair. And then I think that were their smaller houses. Here's a, yeah, let's just do one real tiny one too. There, that's a nice mix of colors and sizes. And I don't have any florals or anything. We could just do a couple acorns. These colors look nice. So 3rd acorn. What's with just giving 2? Guys, come on, man. You had 3s. Okay, so do I have any die cuts? No, the die cuts didn't really work. Okay, that's good. That's good. Good start. Was this the one I was going to do the... No, this isn't the one I was going to do the die cut with. Or the... Okay, so we've got 3 done, ready to roll. This one, I think, should go fairly quickly because we've even got the title ready. Actually, they all go pretty quick when you have things organized like this. All right, let's just do one at a time because I think it's maybe easier. Okay, this one had the sketch. So I wasn't even really looking at the sketch when I was pulling papers. 1, 2. So it looks like, so if we use that as our big one, this across, and then we need some chevrons coming up on the back of that. was that. I didn't like that color with her dress. Maybe do the chevrons. Okay, well, we can figure that out later. So basically, you're going to have two kind of embellishment clusters. Let's use one of these doilies. We can cut it so we have half coming down the bottom and half coming out the top there. And it's a nice cream color. Then, what are we going to do for these? So either this one or this one would be cute. I think that one. And I mean, if you wanted to, you wouldn't even have to add a title, would you? Now, are there any... Oh, did I have that white one picked too? No, that's for the next one. Okay. So I'll just cover it up so it doesn't confuse me. Are there any ones of these that will... Okay, so... No. This one is okay. So if I've got that one, let's pull in another one. Oh, that says friendship at the bottom, but we can cover that up with something. And then we'll pull in a fourth with that same color so that it's scattered around a bit and then it makes a little more sense. Now, what we do is you can do a shaker pocket out of one of those. That's such a pretty color combination. I love it. All right, where were we here? Okay, So Very Grateful. And then change is a beautiful thing. I think this is her 6 month. We could do some of these little tabs though. Somehow work these in. Do we want all three? And then, am I gonna... Actually, I might end up using some of these for the title and just do 6 months and somehow come up with a tag, maybe using one of these and use some of the smaller letters and just put in 6 months on one of these. We'll see. Okay, this might be good for now. I'm just going to pull that one, although all three would look nice. Let's pull all three, just for poops and giggles. I think this one will get done pretty top of the list because it's day 2, and I want to kind of continue on with those. Yeah, those are pretty with everything you've got going on. So whatever's left out of here goes right back with the rest of the jazz. Okay, what about a few of these leaves? There's an oak leaf. There we go. Yeah, let's leave it at that. And I don't think those die cuts, the colors will work with how I want this one to go. You're still around, thanks. This is going to seem to take longer than I had planned. What else is new? Okay. Now, Alfie. So this is where I think I've got it sized about right to use one of these little frames. Yeah, and then it matches that's great. Okay, so depending on what colors, so I think I mostly had these, right? So I'm going to do these. Those look nice. I'm going to do some of these. There is a maple leaf, so we'll pull that guy. Maybe one more leaf. There we go. And anything off of here. Vehicles coming and going. About bottom. And I think off the sticker sheet is where I saw the leaves are falling and autumn is calling. Oh, so maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want that. Okay, I think that's a nice grouping here. Come here, you. Come here. Oh, and for sure some hearts, because it's my Alfie. It's my Alfie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get rid of that guy. Okay, that's a good mix of stuff. We do have a few little thingies popping around, so maybe I'll get an envelope. So do you already have your pictures picked out for, like, is this how everybody does it? Or do you just kind of pull a kit and then go from there? Like, or do you pull a picture and then pick a kit? I kind of go back and forth. It depends on my mood. But I've found that since I've started doing this, when I do have time to sit down and scrap, everything's ready to go. So it makes your creating time a lot less, you know, bumping around and opening. Was that it? No, I had one more. Didn't I? Yeah. Where is... Oh, I tucked it right in with this one. I was forever just like looking, you know, you'd get partway done, then you go look for something, and you know, it'd take me 3 or 4 hours to do a layout, sometimes over a couple of days, which is a bit of a hassle, eh? You don't feel like you're getting anything accomplished. Okay, this is the one that can be super fun because it's the kids, and I'm gonna do like a phone booth kind of type of thing, or a, what do you call that? You know what I mean, right? So here we can pull in some of these fun ones. Are we going to do a shaker here? No, we'll just do some scattered sequins on this. Let's talk about this little guy. And what else? So there's a lot off of this that can get used, I think. So I'm not gonna pull anything else for this one because I think I'm gonna use a lot of stickers on this one. Yeah, because it got this one here is nice to the pumpkin farm. Yeah, that one, or maybe this one. Well, they were at a pumpkin farm, so maybe I'll use that one. See what we need size wise for stuff once I get going. And I didn't have a sketch for that either, so that is what it is. Oh, how about this little? Well, we'll figure out the little stuff as we go, because sometimes once you get going, you go a completely different way than you thought you would, especially if you don't have a sketch to play off of. Okay, so that's 6 page kits ready to go from this, and there will be at least probably enough for 3 or 4 more layouts, and that's even with layering and layering and layering paper. That's why I love getting the extra pattern paper kit, because the back sides are usually my favorite, which is probably not what the company wants to hear, but that's how it goes. Anyway, if you're still here, I appreciate you hanging out, and hopefully get back to do some process videos with these fairly shortly. Anyway, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again.